Hello everybody, I'm back. Thanks for joining me today. I have lots of things to show you, things I've finished, things I've started. But before I proceed, because I'll forget if I wait till the end, this will probably be my last video for a while, at least a couple of, I don't even know, but we'll see. Summer's upon us and I probably won't be knitting as much. And, but I'm always knitting. Don't worry about that. I'm always knitting or crocheting or sewing or something. But, my husband will be home for the summer. He drives a school bus for his retirement job. Yes, I made him go get a job. After we moved up here, after we retired from our jobs and we moved north to be closer to our kids. But he doesn't have any hobbies. So I'm like, you got to go back to work. You got to find something to do. So now he's a school bus driver and he would never admit it. I think he really loves it. He loves it. It's hard because men usually aren't disciplinarians or very good ones. But men are more commanding. It's like, obey me. Anyway, make a long story short. But the kids, at the end of the day, say the sweetest things to him or gives him letters or little gifts. And he just, it rips my heart open. I don't know what it does to him. But to me, that makes it all worth it at the end of the day. But anyway, I try to keep these down to like at least 30 minutes. So I don't do a lot of chit chat. I start panicking and I'm already 2 minutes in and I haven't said anything. But I just wanted to say, in case you're looking for my videos, but I'm going to try to concentrate. And the reason I have my YouTube channel is so I could do knitting tutorials for my grandkids. One in particular who wants, she knows how to knit, but we're knitting the Copenhagen blocks, and it's color work, so she didn't know how to do that. But anyway, so we're doing tutorials. But then I got to thinking I'm gonna do a learn to knit. I'm gonna do a series of learn to knits on for this summer and for future in case somebody wants to learn to knit. And like I told my granddaughter, you know, there's many tutorials out there, probably much better than me. But she said, but they're not my grandma. So now I have to. So let's get started. Let's start by this, because I'm going to have to take it off and try on some of my other things I finished. This is Joji Locatelli's Lone Skein Shawl, and it just takes one skein, and I do believe this was a free pattern too. Yeah, and it was super fun. I love the little touch of little tassels there, kind of that boho look, which I love. I'm an old hippie at heart. And the speckled yarn, which I can't tell you what it is right now. Sure can't. Possibly a Malabrigo. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a lightweight scarf, and it's cool today. It's like 70 degrees today. We had a storm come in last night and probably the night before that too. And now it's pretty cool. We had tornado watches and warnings and all that good stuff. Stuff that Kansas is known for. Just made us tough. Storms we have to endure. But anyway, let's move on to the next item. I got 2 projects out of, well, and I did have 2 skeins of yarn. It's called Alpaca Paints, and it's 100%, I know that's backwards, 100% superfine alpaca. And they were 220 yards each. And I'm pretty sure this was a gift. This was a gift from somebody in my yarn shop. So super soft. And yeah. So the first thing I knit was this brioche cowl. And the pattern calls for probably at least two skeins of this, and make it as long as you want. It was supposed to be like a infinity scarf, but I don't want all that stuff around my neck. But this is just enough to keep you warm and snuggly, and it's super soft. This was called I'll find it here in a minute. It's just called the Brioche Affinity Scarf. So there it is. Yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna wear this a lot. I don't normally wear this color, but I love it. And I do love it. It will probably, oh, I had it on upside down. I have my little tag on it. And then I thought, well, what am I going to do with that second skein? So I made another bandana. If you watched my last episode, I knit like 3 of these bandanas. And I super love these bandanas. I just do. I just do. And again, it's snug around my neck. It's warm. It's soft. I wish we had Feel-O-Vision because this is so super soft. But anyway, these bandanas are quick and easy, and also a free pattern. The Infinity Scarf was a free pattern too, I believe. But it's been in my library for a long time because I knit that years ago, the first time, my Brioche Infinity Scarf. So there's that. Nice, super, I love it. These little bags were from a shop hop in 2016, but they make perfect little yarn ball cozies. Like when you roll your, where's a ball? You need a ball. I don't have one handy. But when you, well, that's what this makes a pull skein. You just put it in here and it keeps it nice and, you know, so your yarn doesn't get tangled up. So that's what I do with that. I also made myself some of those, which I just happen to have a couple of these handy. I think I bought this one actually, but you put your yarn cakes in there and you can snap this shut too, and it keeps your yarn from getting all tangled up when it's sitting in your yarn bag. Anyway, I just made them. Okay, this next one I'm super happy with because, and I don't think this is the right label. See how worn out this label is? It's been in my stash for at least 20 years. I'm not even sure. But I went to a yarn, it was specifically an Alpaca festival in Abilene, Kansas. And it was just a small group of women and men, and they had some alpacas out there selling their yarn. And so I bought some, of course, and I did make some. I made something out of, anyway, but this, I never wear this color green either. And oh, look, all of a sudden I'm a green person. Anyway, so I had 2 skeins of it. And of course this one says alpacas. It's R.C. Mueller alpacas. From Lynn, Kansas. No website. Of course, this is before websites really got popular, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I made, now I have to look. I have to look to see, I can't remember what the name of this is. It is the truly triangular shawl or scarf. And I just wanted a small scarf. You start, but I loved it. You start with three stitches down here and you knit it sideways and you go as far as you want. So if you want a one skein project for this, weigh your yarn and see what half is, or just roll it into 2 equal balls. So you knit it, so you can knit one ball and then increasing, and then the second ball for all the decreasing, if that makes any sense at all. But I would wear it like this if I were going to use it as a scarf, because I think everything's a bandana. Snug it up around your neck. Yeah, that's how I would wear that. But this one is big enough for a shawl. So I have worn this one. And yes, I wore it around the house because I was chilly. I just wore it around my shoulders and tied it in a little knot. Anyway, something like that. Sorry, I had to turn my phone sideways, so I'm feeling like I am not, when I'm looking at myself, here, I'm looking at the camera. If I'm looking at myself, I have to look at this little green dot, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm looking at myself. But anyway, okay, so that was a fun one. And it went fast. I was just addicted to it. I was just obsessed with getting this finished, I guess. I don't know. And then when those fun projects, because it's a TV project, you just knit. That's all you have to do. So it's a fun one. Then you get your favorite projects and then you're sad when they're done. Yeah. Okay. This one is an old project. I made this one last summer, I believe. And this is called the Sunflower Hat. And it's by Jess Copen or Coppen, something like that. Yeah, it's a bucket hat. Still gonna fit very well with my bun on top of my head. But I love it. I love it. It's shady. I wear it on the patio when the sun's out. It's just enough to cover and shade my eyes. I have super sensitive, light sensitive eyes. So, yeah. So this project got me wanting to make more granny squares. So I saw this. Tanis Lavelli, or I think that's how you say your name. She came up with this, and she's from Tanis Fiber Arts. Now my hair's all messed up. So I made all these. So I ordered some Cascade 220 yarn. So this is all made out of Cascade 220. And don't notice that the buttons are, for some reason, and I think it's all because of the stretch or the way I blocked it, I don't know. But the buttonholes aren't even. So neither are the buttons. But anyway, it went super fast. I loved it. You crochet all the granny squares, of course, and then you pick up and knit the button band and the sleeves, and I absolutely love it. And it's super warm though, because of course crochet is thicker than knitting and keeps you really warm. So, and I put her on Debbie today because I could have worn it today though, because it is cooler today. If I opened the window, I'd really be cool. So let me put that stuff over there because I need more room for my next one. Hang on. Gotta have a sip of my coffee while it's still hot. Okay. Was it 3 or 4 years ago? I'm in my 3rd year here in this apartment, so maybe it was 4.5 years ago. Gracie, my granddaughter, gave me some of her t-shirts to make a t-shirt quilt. I'd ask all my grandkids to give me their t-shirt quilts. Well, they haven't all given me them to me yet, but Gracie, when we were all moving, we were moving to Junction City for the first time. That's a long story. And yeah, I just haven't had either room to work on it. Anyway, now I have my space. Long story short, I don't have time for all my stories today. I finished this quilt. I'm super excited. I had a lot of dreams for this quilt, and many did not come work out, but I wanted to quilt inside these squares. My hands will not do hand quilting anymore. I used to. And I quilted it on my sewing machine, which I just went around. I stitched in the ditch around all the squares. And then I wanted to like come in and like stitch around the swimmer or the seahorse, or just to get some quilting inside of the squares. Gracie, oop, there's her name, was a swimmer. And she was always in swim club at an early age, and she swam all through school, all through her high school, and then she was on the Winfield Viking swim team for her school. So all these, and then after that, after high school, well, even before high school was out, she taught swimming lessons in the summer and was lifeguard. And she practically lived at that pool. So she did live at that pool. I just found a thread. I want to clip the thread. Thursday is Gracie's birthday, and I wanted to give it to her. But of course, I couldn't wait, and I already posted it on Instagram. But all these, yeah. So if you want to see a full picture of this quilt. Here's one. Here's one that I used the front. This was a pocket. So I cut the pocket out and so I can stitch it there with her name, Gracie. But all the tournaments she was in and whatnot. And it's like, and the backing was I was at the quilt shop in Burden, Kansas. My friend Carlita retired and bought an empty, rundown, dilapidated building that is downtown and fixed it up. And she has the most wonderful quilt shop in there. She has more fabric. It's a destination quilt shop for sure. You can go in there and spend hours. She's got one whole side is nothing but fabric and notions and stuff. The other side has tables, and you can bring in your sewing machine and sew to your heart's content. But anyway, I found this backing, and it looks like water. It looks like when you're looking into a pool on a summer's day. Do you see it? I feel like here's Kilroy. Remember him? Where's Kilroy? Here's Kilroy. Kilroy was here. Anyway, I'm in love. I'm in love, and I hope she will be too. I knit Gracie. I did not knit. I made Gracie a baby quilt when she was born, and she's still using it. I think she finally did put it away because it was so thin. It was just so thin, and she was afraid it would rip or something. So I think she finally put it away. So she needed a new quilt, for pity's sake. So I won't fold that back up right now. Okay. One more thing, and I'm in 20 minutes already, so I haven't shown my temperature blanket in a while. Well, since my first podcast, I think. But this is my temperature quilt. I do 1 row a day, and on special days, I put in a row of bobble stitches. So I got 2 rows. That first row is my birthday, and the second row is my anniversary. It's my 51st anniversary. Who do you know that's been married 51 years? Anyway, so yeah. I got to change colors today because it was a cooler day. Yeah, this will tell me. I signed all the temperatures within 10 degrees colors. And then when it's that temperature, that's the color I use. So it was 70 degrees today, so I used this color. It's been 87, 88. It was 88 one day. It was warmer than that, and that's what this gold color is. and then it went back to the other temperatures. But anyway, it's fun to do. And then you can go, oh, well, and back here you can go, okay, this color is when it was below 0. This color is below 0 because I don't like that color. It was 2 days that were below 0 that I put that color in. So anyway, that's how I'm doing that. But anyway, it is getting longer. So it's like almost 5 months old now. It's 5 months in the making. So I thought I would show the progress on that one for now. And as long as I got my basket in here, I'll go ahead and show. And there's not a lot of progress going on here. I pick this up once in a while. But this is my cozy, wrong side. Cozy memory blanket. If I stop right now, it could be a shawl, I guess, a pretty nice big shawl. But I'm going to keep going because I have I'm just using leftover sock yarn. Yeah, some of this yarn I dyed myself. Yeah. And then somebody gifted me some minis that I've been using in some of these. This one I dyed myself. Yeah, this one I had a bright green one I did, and I can't find it right now. Anyway, so that's the cozy memories. I'm doing this color right now. I don't even remember what I made with this color. I don't even remember because it's like fall colors. But anyway, that's the color I'm on now. And I'm using my tiny little size 1 toothpicks. Little short, and they're short. They're little short needles because I don't need very long ones. And it's metered squares, and they're fun. They're fun to do, for sure. Okay, that is all I've been working on and finished. Oh, I'm not finished. I still have some new cast-ons to do. I've been watching some great podcasts. I found Bad Sisters Knit, 2 gals, gorgeous girls, and she has, one of these days when I find the right yarn, I'm going to knit her sky sweater. One of them has designed a sky. I don't have that pattern saved right now. So I can't show you that one, but I haven't even bought the yarn for it yet. And it has a boxy shape and it has beautiful different patterns on it, cables and so on and so forth. And let's see, who else? I found the Knitting Posse. That's 3 women. It started out 4 women, now it's down to 3 women. But I just found them. So it's just 3 women, and between all 3 of them, they come up with some great projects. A lot of sweaters. So I'm getting a lot of sweater. I'm being sweater enabled, and I'm wanting to knit some sweaters. Was that all? Anyway, I've been enabled to knit the Lakes pullover. That's my next. It's by Ozetta Smedley or something like that. I found some yarn at, I don't want to say it. I found some yarn at Hobby Lobby. I am normally against knitting sweaters with acrylic yarn, but this is acrylic and polyamide, 60-40. But I like the color, and it is really soft. But it's done on pretty big needles. I feel like it's a pretty loose knit, so it's not going to be like maybe too overwhelming. I just knit it. It had a different construction for sure. First, you knit these, what they're calling the saddle shoulders. So you knit 2 pieces there, and then you're picking up stitches. And I felt for a long time I was picking up stitches or tying things off with extra yarn, putting, you know, the stitches on yarn so I could go on and do something else, like the sleeves here. They'll come back and do those later. But anyway, super soft. I just divided for the sleeve, so I'm just going to go around and around now till it's as long as I want it. Yeah, so, and there's that. So one of the gal, I've seen it knit twice now, and I can't remember who else knit it, but it's like, I'm going to knit it. And it was one of the cheaper patterns. I've been finding a lot of free patterns that are just as nice. You could make variations to them if you wanted to. When you're retired, you kind of like don't have indisposable money. So, but anyway, here's my next sweater. Did I say what the yarn was? I showed you the label. It's called Baby Bee. And I pretty much got gauge on the, and it has 377 yards in it, so that's pretty hefty. It's supposed to be a DK weight, and though it's not fingering, it's probably more of a sport weight. Well, it is a baby yarn, but anyway, don't tell anybody I went to Hobby Lobby, but yeah. I mean, they took Joann's away from me, but the only yarn I bought at Joann's was yarn for my temperature blanket. I do not, because it's acrylic, and I do not like to wear acrylic for obvious reasons. Okay, and that, oh, the Lakes pullover, I did save it on my iPad in my oh, what do you call it? I put all my patterns on Knit Companion. Yeah, I put all my patterns on Knit Companion. And if you don't use Knit Companion, something's wrong with you. Okay, and so this one, I don't need to show you the picture because you can get the gist by, did I show this one last time? Because I haven't been working on it. I've been busy starting other projects, so I have not knit on this one a lot. But this one, I'm calling this the little man sweater, but it's got little I mean, it's like the antler hat. It's called the K-Day sweater, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. Yeah, I'm in love with it, and it's for my little great-grandson, TJ. So, anyway, I used the largest size for the neck because his little head's bigger than that, and I hope that's enough stretch to get this over his head. But I just love the little cable pattern on it. It's like the antler hat that I knit, only it's on this little sweater. And I am knitting this out of a respun, Lion Brand respun. Will totally be washable, and he is a toddler, so. Okay, let's see if I can find my other pattern. It's called the Temperature Tee. And you can't really see it from, well, let me get another view. There we go. It's just a plain tee, and you just cast on all your stitches and you knit it for 20 inches or however long you want it. The sleeves are built in, so it's like it goes clear across your body, and then you will sew it, because you make it in 2 pieces, and you sew it underneath. And anyway, I haven't got very far on it either. I started it, and then, I mean, it's just knitting, so I kind of get bored with it. But this yarn has been 6 different things already, and I rip it out and start something else with it. So hopefully this is its final resting place. But I just wanted it for those, because I don't like my arms. So if I have a short sleeved or a sleeveless dress, I can wear this over it, and it will cover my arms. So there's that. Is that all? Yep. Talked about the bandanas, the antler sweater for TJ, the tee for me. Oh, I wanted to talk about because I was doing this, washing your, I didn't bring it with me. Washing your, excuse me. Oh, where is my, nope, can't do it. Well, maybe I'll show it next time. I just wanted to say, if you're a knitter or you have been gifted some knits, you wash them before you put them away for the summer so moths don't get in there. And I understand that it's the skin cells that are left behind after you've worn a knitted item that the moths are after. So if you wash them before you put them away, then perhaps you can preserve them better. And yeah, you could use eucalyptus but I use, and I can't think of the name of it. My daughter gifted me a bottle of it, and it's lovely. It smells wonderful. You don't have to rinse it. You just soak your item in it. And yeah, and then let it dry. So I just wanted to get that out there. If you want to, yeah, make sure you get your stuff washed so the moths don't eat through it. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say that tee also that I just showed is also a free pattern. I'm all for the free patterns, guys. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm into it. Though I have bought quite a few patterns, then you buy them and then you're disappointed in the way that they're knit, or you don't understand the directions. But anyway, that's just life. You figure it out. And if you've knit long enough, maybe you can just figure it out. Do it your own way. Not even to worry about it. But yeah, I do get disappointed with patterns sometimes. Okay, I think that's it. I have other things on the needles still too, but I'm not going to show them because there are probably no progress in some of those. So anyway, there you go. I'm 35 minutes, so I best get out of here. Thanks for, if you saw me to the end, thank you so much. And please leave a comment or give me a like or subscribe. When I started these, I didn't think I cared, but I do care. And because I spent 35 minutes of my time in here talking to my camera, it's nice to know somebody's out there. Thank you guys. Love you.